Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins fan channel exclusive. No OGisms for those. Those are always appreciated. But today we'll be taking a look at the Battle for Eternia 4-pack featuring the Paragon of Eternia, the Skella Knight, the Horde Revenant, and the Snake Man Pit Keeper. I have thoughts about that one, but nevertheless, this of course is brought to us by the fine folks over at Mattel and Big Bad Toy Store, which is where I got my set. And I have to tell you, the last 4-pack Origins we looked at on this channel, I think was the Snake Man Invasion 4-pack, wasn't very good. We got a repainted Snake Armor He-Man, which, cool. We got Rattlehood, which, cool, I guess. And then we got Gorgon and Naga, who sucked pretty hard, not gonna lie. That said, as far as this 4-pack is concerned, I think they did a way better job with it in almost every freaking facet. So, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all these guys have to offer in terms of accessories. Starting off with the Paragon. He's got the April O'Neil camera hammer, but it actually just looks like a Warhammer here, so that's cool. The Skella Knight comes with this big-ass Final Fantasy Keyblade looking thing, which I'm pretty sure glows in the dark, so, you know, there you go. Probably would look great with a Masterverse Skeletor, FYI, maybe the Battle Armor one. The Horde Revenant comes with King Randor's staff from the 2000X variant. The Pit Keeper comes with the dual Skeletor swords from the 2000X Skeletor for some reason. Excuse me. As well as the Snake Armor Skeletor shield. And that is your lot for accessories. No mini comic, but you got 4 figures. Why the hell would you want to read? That's like all the stupid kids at Christmas that played with a box instead of the toy inside of it. FYI, I myself was one of those kids. So, self-defamation aside, why don't we take a look-see at each individual figure here. So you guys got a gist of what we're looking at. So here's the Paragon of Eternia. He's got all the Man-at-Arms armor going on, except a gauntlet over here. Excuse me, I don't know what is going on with my throat today, but either way, watch it, comment section. I'm warning you. But either way, he looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like Man of War, or Man-O-War from Masters of the Universe Revolution, the cartoon there, but he's not. He's just a white Eternian Palace Guard, essentially. And he will look great flanking my 2 Eternian Royal Palace Guards. That said, we also have the Skella Knight. Now, this is probably my favorite figure in the set, and the one with the least amount of shiitake on him. So we'll look at articulation here. His head will bobble up and down, rotate side to side, as well as tilt. It's a little hindered due to the spikes, but the neck peg on mine's a little loose, so I'm okay with that. In this instance, his shoulders will pop out to the side about that far. Ooh, really tight shoulder hinge to the point where, yep, it popped it out of the socket. Alright. Gotta love Origins, man. It's the best line ever. Dadgum. That was a lot harder to get back in there than I thought it would be. Alright. That might require some heat. Okay, this side works significantly better, but trying to get them back down all the way is a little bit of a pain in the nuts, I'm not gonna lie. He does have single jointed elbows with rotation, and if you're wondering, yes, he can hold this with 2 hands. You'll see at the end, or maybe you saw it in the URL, I'm not sure. He does have a swivel at the wrist with a hinge. Appears to have the Dragon Ninja forearms. I think that's the only figure to have those. He does have a waist twist, which, be mindful of this belt, you know, popping apart. It is the 2000X belt. We do have some ball socket hips. Those work just fine. Single knees with rotation. That's fine. It's got a swivel in the boot with a hinge in the foot and a rocker. I think he's got the Snake Armor He-Man boots, but don't quote me on that. But that is the Skelenite. Again, I think he's probably my favorite. But does that surprise you? Kind of looks like a Skylanders boss too, by the way. And I've been on a Skylanders kick. Might have to start integrating some of those videos. But don't expect any of the stupid few $100 ones, because I got out that game long before they came out. Next up, we got our Horde Revenant here, wearing the King Randor armor and kind of tunic piece. And I will say, I do appreciate that the Horde bat is painted inside of this. And it does kind of work with the design of this Randor armor. So that's cool. It's not just slapped on top. Some cheap and lazy repaint. He's got a cool like Warduke helmet in red. That looks really cool. He's got some gloves. He's got the Horde boots. Wait a minute. No Horde bicep band on this guy. That kind of sucks, but I guess that is for Horde named members exclusively. Although I did see like some concept art from that She-Ra Netflix disaster there. And the Horde Prime was, I think, originally going to look like this. So maybe that's why this figure is this. He almost looks like Horde Prime with the head. But now we have the most interesting of the set. The Snake Man Pit Keeper. What the hell were they smoking when they conceived this ugly bastard? What is going on here? Like, he's got the arm from the Turtles of Grayskull King Hiss. He's got the double neck from Modulok. He's got a new head here, which kind of just looks like a... What's his name? Tuvar, the blue half of Too Bad. Then you got this repaint of the Vipor head with the hinged jaw and everything. And then you got the sucky Mossman foot. And then you got, I want to say this is like the Tuvar boot over here. Or the squeeze boot maybe. This is the squeeze leg. This is, I want to say, I don't know if this is a Rattler leg or not. I don't think it is. And then this is, whose arm is this? Oh, I've seen this arm before. I don't know, it's got the scales on it. I think Vipor had the same exact arm. But, yeah. Very whack. He's got the Rattler crotch. Just a hodgepodge of parts. I like a two-headed Snake Man, but man, you could have tried to make it look cool, I guess. I don't know. It looks so weird. I see a lot of people scrapping the two-headed thing and just going with one of the heads, but that's just me. Should be worth noting the jaw on this guy moves, too, since it is that Turtles of Grayskull King Hiss mold. But that is it. That is the Battle for Eternia 4-pack. Literally looks like a 4-pack of customs. 2 of which are really cool. One of them, it's kind of lazy, but it still looks cool. And then one of them is just like, WTF, man. What is that? What is that? So, before we wrap this sucker up, bring in our 2 regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Manibulith. Right there. And the infamous Eleven Spawn. And yes, I know they're off screen, but what do you want me to do about it? You get the point. They're taller. Alright, so with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, I gotta be honest in saying, for a 4-pack or box set, whichever you prefer, of rehashed, recycled Origins body bucks with some new parts here and there, the set's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Despite the fact that the Snake Man is kind of meh, like a lot of the Snake Men are, unfortunately, which is a shame because in 2000X the Snake Men were freaking awesome, but that seems to be the only time they were awesome. Nowadays they're just kind of lame. So lame, they made me hit puberty again. So with that in mind, if I had to rank these guys, Skelenite's number 1, Horde Revenant's number 2, Paragon is number 3, and the Snake Dude, unfortunately, is number 4 because he's got that stupid Moss Man foot, and I hate that thing. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.